testing.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. And my phone.
Divinity.
Oh, speak into the mic just to test.
Speaking into the mic. Can you hear me? How do we know if we can be heard?
Because I'm listening.
Oh. Oh, okay. What if I'm sitting back with this? Can
No. Both of us.
we are.
There you go.
Now you can hear me?
We'll find out. It takes about 20 seconds for it to get from there to there.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. If we speak up a little bit, it should be okay.
You can't. Okay. I can try. Oh my gosh, my. Oh my. Coffee and water.
Okay. Is that?
Oh, okay.
Continue. You need to move this closer.
Oh yeah, so we just talked to Arhu the cat.
Yeah.
Alright. We're ready to go in. And this is
This is Cyciel.
Cyciel. Watching the wrong guy again.
Damn those orcs for bringing fire into our harbour, and damn you for not lifting a finger to help extinguish it. She
about
was
that
targeted
very ship?
by the orc shaman during the attack, and now she's left to the ocean's cold embrace. We just couldn't get ahead of the flames with nothing but a few men and some buckets.
Orcish girlfriend here is like bringing a wolf to a hen house.
Uh-oh.
Another ship
You're
sent
gonna
to
fire
an early grave in the harbors of Cyprus.
Ah.
A
About
terror
that
she
very
was
ship.
targeted by the off-shaman Divinity.
I think we were too late.
Engineer really thinks that orchid charm.
How did that happen? Oh, there's a chest down here. Let's go check. I got some,
Really? The greatest warriors in Rivellon can't cross a road?
oh, I just can't reach these.
I have telekinesis.
Oh, that's pleasant. Did it say it was empty?
For that far. I have to bring it closer to us.
Like there and sit down?
Yeah. Oh no, I can't. Never mind. I thought I got telekinesis. Oops.
Yeah, I can't do that. Alright then. Oh, but wait, do I have something to call it? Or are we not allowed to pass it?
I do have telekinesis, but I guess telekinesis wanted it far enough.
This is a messy inventory. Oh, what did I just do? Shoot. I don't know what I did. So when I hit, okay.
Alright, so what'd you do?
So inventory, and then if I hit X on a thing, what does it do to it? I had a
Sometimes,
hammer, and I
some of them is
accidentally-
consumed.
Oh, I'm
Or maybe
holding
you
it.
equipped it. Yeah, you equipped it.
Oh, so if I put this back on, and I still have my other. Okay. I was gonna try to sort. So L3, will that automatically sort? Should we try
Yeah.
it?
And then Height or gold value.
Height seems like that's better. That looks so much better. Yeah, do that. All right. I hear some talk. Ignore it. You will listen.
Oh, and don't forget the top.
Sauce? Here in Seal. Gah! Of all that cursed hunks of rock to land on, Conrad chooses this one.
How about that
The
burning ship?
blades was just too big for mere bucketfuls of water to subdue. A real shame, that.
Quite an attack on the harbor.
Who knows if it's even over for sure? Those damn orcs keep sending us these terrible surprises.
Ah,
Zombies, skeletons, you know the story. Who knows if it's even over for sure? Those damn orcs keep sending us these terrible surprises. Always a damn tragedy when a vessel meets the wrong side of the deep. Not to mention the men who lose their livelihoods thereafter. Oh, and don't forget the time we got
fresh
caught
runs assessment. Tell me about yourself. I'm Conrad, cargo trader, sea captain, and expert in all things nautical, folks. Across Anvil.
No, to give all Conrad a
And
hollow when it
Vale.
comes to rare imports.
No.
Magical.
You give old Conrad a holler.
Those orcs must be out
Those
there.
orcs must
barbarous
be out there,
minds,
barbarous
launching
minds,
sack of a
launching
city
and
of
attacking
great
a city
wizards
where a great
resides.
wizard resides.
I'll tell you. The
I'll tell you, the only
I
time I considered writing a suicide campaign like that
would be if
if
whatever I saw
wherever I
was
saw.
something worth dying of.
Don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that
No,
why we
what
never
you
say
do on
we
there?
can gore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orchid charm
that
loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc win 500
Yes,
yards,
sir.
my
As
lady
fine
nature.
a specimen as one of her stock, sir. Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for the joyride?
Ha! No, indeed. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget...
With this reference,
What reference?
9 Inch Nails. Oh, what
What
happened?
happened? What happened? You started a fight?
I might have started a fight. I was just looking at them. I didn't mean to.
Don't touch our property. That isn't yours. Owners will be offended and their attitude toward you will drop. They will call the guards if you go too far. Oh. Well then. We are gonna fight these 3 guys, I guess.
I don't want to.
Well, I think we're kind of forced into it at this point.
But if we kill these people, we're gonna get in more trouble.
Actions?
I examined.
I don't know if we're gonna get in trouble because it seems like we're pretty highly regarded. If you're on a mission,
Yeah, well,
I don't know. I think that's the thing at hand right now. We just gotta do it.
oh my goodness. Okay.
Fighting them? Or getting
Yeah. You
trapped.
deal with this guy next to us. I'll work on this guy. These guys over here.
Okay, although don't forget I have a thing that jumps between 2 people and stuns them.
Yeah, but I have my ricochet as well. Oops.
Okay. Alright.
Can't believe I just started blood war.
Yes. Start by firing. Did some good damage. Should I just kill him?
Yeah.
Oh, I meant to do actually the fire one. That works. Use the full rifle.
That's all I can do.
Alright, my turn. Okay. Well, now I can use.
Meet your demise!
Okay, and now I have only 2 left, so I am done.
Ooh, what a miss. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We might have gotten the whole city to hate us.
Oh, I don't know what else we were supposed to do. Well, maybe we would have had a potion we could have checked out. I don't really know what those are about yet. Maybe we would have had a peace potion. We should check into those. Two bulls are coming for us too? Oh boy, this is not sounding good.
Nope. A regular worker. Build bull. Worker. Can we just like declare peace? Okay.
Sorry. Well, he's still alive.
We can run.
How do we run?
But
We just try to get as far away as we can.
guess so, I'm not sure. But I mean,
What is this one? Minor healing potion. Flee from the battle you're currently engaged in to the nearest waypoint shrine.
oh, that'll work.
We do that,
Yeah. We don't want to kill everybody.
right? There are a lot of people after us. And with the bulls, that doesn't seem like the odds are in our favor.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so... We failed. Enemy is too close!
Alright, so we have to kill this guy and then flee.
Alright, so I'm just gonna... Oh, my health is fine, so I'm just gonna do a regular attack on it.
Yeah.
Meet your demise!
Can we pick up his books?
Yeah.
How do we pick those up?
Do the search thing.
I don't think it will do that right now. I think if I hit X, it'll move.
Alright. Or wait if you hold it down.
Wait. Oh, shoot. I did not mean to end my turn. This isn't looking good.
Alright, we gotta flee. Let's just flee.
Your turn. They're not too close. Let's see if we can flee. Yes. We failed. No save
save.
waypoint shrines. So I ended my turn for nothing, too. Oh.
Alright.
Well, I'll get those AP action points for my next turn then, right?
I guess so.
We'll just let them come closer and I save my points, really. Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. Action. There's no peace action.
Will you please turn your praises elsewhere?
Okay, I'm just checking out what we've got. So we've got money, we've got a backpack, bottle of water, red snapper, oil mushroom, fire resistance, fire arrow. I should give that to you.
Yeah, that would be.
How do I do that again? Actions. Send. Wooden air staff, hatchet, hammers, two-handed practice sword, lockpick, smoke grenade, oil flask, golden butter knife. The Order of the Source Hunters, read history, orders, old parchment, Annie blossom. Carnivorous flower, rumored to prefer the taste of human flesh above all others. Wonder if that plant is like reusable or if it's a one-time thing. I'm not even sure how I would do it. Steam cloud arrow, that seems like something to do.
Yeah, that works.
Actions to you. Also send this arrow to you. Alright, so I have nothing, like the only thing I could potentially think of using right now, I think, is this eating plant. Although I have a resurrect scroll if we need it. Or bash scroll. And these scrolls are not reusable, so we're supposed to keep them for more intense situations. I think. Okay. Alright. So, my shock is out of the question right now. My health isn't awful, so I think I guess I'll just, send some fire to that guy. Or my regular attack would do.
Magical plaza.
Oh, what are these? What are these?
Fireball.
Fireball. You can cast an explosive ball of fire that does 18 to 22 fire damage to anything within 3 meters of impact. So I should save that for a little more of a crowd, I'm thinking. Get your magical claws out. Deal some air damage. Okay. Again, this is just one guy. I'm thinking either just the fire or the regular right now. The fire uses less, so that's where I'm gonna go. Oh, but is he too far?
Yeah.
So, my regular, I can do though, yeah?
Yeah.
I guess that's what I'll do.
If I could do it just make a conversation. Mate.
Oh, and I have more. Should I...
Do it again.
Does it
Or you
do
can-
more if he's close or not really?
I don't think it does. No.
Well, I guess I'll go ahead and do that again. And then save my last one.
Bullseye.
Good. Maybe if we kill all the people, the bulls will decide we're not worthy. Maybe we can just make them our own pet.
Eternal silence awaits you.
My turn. I think they're too far for me.
You can try.
Yeah, it would take all my...
Oh, that's moving. Here, hit L1. There you go. You can attack her.
Well, I suppose I guess I should do that.
I guess so. We're just gonna murder this entire dock.
Come to Sicil. Oh, there's a fire barrel if that can be used at some point.
I think we killed everybody though. Too fast.
Yeah. Oh, is it still? I'm sorry, it's still my turn. I guess I might as well use my fire. Or I can't from
Yeah,
here,
it's
can
too
I?
far, yeah.
Right. And I don't have enough for that, so I'm just gonna end the turn.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Oh gosh, these guys are moving.
Not looking good.
Finish her off.
Alright, now, Bull, are you close enough for some... Or... No, my health is still... Or wait, what was this one again? Uses a whole bunch. 19 to 28 air damage. This Bull looks pretty massive. I'm feeling like we might need something like that.
Go for it.
Ooh, that was only half of him. Not even. Oh, and it's the end of the turn. Why is the Bull
Question mark?
questioning? Did I
Is he confused?
I don't know if he's confused. Okay, should we examine him?
Examine. Oh, blind. Blind.
Oh, good, that's right. It could make him blind. Forgot about that. That's good. Your error did something.
No glory in this
Yeah,
world.
well, he's turned around. So it like.
Oh, did
That's
even
great.
more. That's good. My turn. Right, we still have one Bull to face.
Yeah.
Alright. I think the only thing I can do from here
You move.
could move, but that's so... I can't even do a regular attack
Yeah.
from this far, huh?
You'd have to move closer.
Well, why don't we just wait and see if it comes to us? I don't want to waste my action points on that.
Alright.
I'm moving. So I'm just gonna end my turn
Yeah. Here we go.
and waste his turn coming to me. Oh yeah. We don't want to fight you anyway, Bull.
This hurts me more than it hurts you.
Okay, are we?
All because I wanted to show you the 9-inch nails rep.
Was it worth it?
I guess not.
Well, we haven't really gotten hurt, so...
We got hurt, but I mean, we still have an entire city that's gonna hate us now that
Yeah.
I don't even know if we're allowed to walk into the city anymore.
Oh, that's too far. He is too far. So I can do a regular attack though, huh? Wait, what is my other option there? That fire one. That one. Cast an explosive ball of fire. Let's do that one. Those are big and scary. The more damage, the better.
This is the end! For you!
Oh, good, good.
He just eviscerated him.
Oh, that's excellent.
Arrowhead.
Can we like give some of this gold to the town or something so we don't seem like we're just killing people and taking their stuff? Is there like a peace offering we can make?
So you can actually trade with everybody, and if you give them gold, they
They like us better?
yeah, they like you better.
Well, I think that seems like something we might need to do. Amend our,
Didn't mean to. I was just looking at the 9-inch nails.
Should we leave the nails here after all of that? Or just
Yeah.
take them?
No, we don't need them. We do need them. Well, we could use them for crafting, but we can do that later.
Okay. And you're this way, aren't you?
Yeah, accurate.
We already showed you guys. I get pretty into checking all of this stuff.
Yep. Welcome to Life of Arby. The tooth.
Well, because I'm like, what if I need something and I don't get it, and then later I wish I had it? I've got some stuff to send to you. Really just this, I think. I had that to
Oh,
send to you.
that arrow book?
Oh yeah, that's probably for you, huh?
Yeah, I could probably.
So you can read that, okay. Superior longbow. Where did that come from? I was just standing here.
What happened when I did this?
Oh, maybe it was to you, just on.
Oh, I learned to craft handcrafted bow. Oh no, new recipe handcrafted bow.
I'll do some extra. I'm just stealing more stuff. These people hate me. I don't blame you, really. We're just coming in, raiding their village.
Raven pillage, that is.
I've got some fishing.
Halt!
White fishing rod
These
green.
gates
What
have
is
remained
it?
closed up. Well, I'll be a little red imp's uncle, the source hunter. Sorry for the gruff treatment. I didn't recognise you right away. Please tell me, how can I aid the investigation?
Civilians aren't allowed outside this gate.
You can see security's tighter than ever around here since that surprise attack the Orcs put on a fortnight ago. They did enough damage to shake up Ahu and Captain Aureus something fierce. We can only hope to hold back the undead and these left-field Orc attacks long enough for reinforcements to arrive.
Open the gate, please.
I don't think you're quite ready to head out into the wilds to me. Also, a party of 1 or 2 runs the risk of being outflanked and outnumbered. I'll bring some backup if I were you. Of course, the choice is yours, but are you sure you want to venture out?
Alright, well,
Thank you for heeding my words of warning, Hunter. Sysil needs you alive and well.
Alright, so we probably shouldn't go out there until we get our other party members.
I was gonna say, we didn't accidentally kill the people that were gonna help us, did we?
Even if we did, there's probably more that will help us.
Well, that's good. There's more stuff. I'm getting you a lot of fire arrows.
What is that? A water balloon.
A water balloon.
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a
I threw a
cold
water
lake.
balloon at you. Now you're all wet. Which, if you did your electrical surge, you would electrocute yourself. Either way.
Would not have been a good thing.
No.
And this is the man you talked to, right?
Yeah.
We can't climb up.
We can. He would have opened it for us, but he recommends we have other
Find
people.
I was curious. Oh, we can see from up here.
Yeah. That's a dead people.
Cave. Ooh, I wonder if this is the cave they talked about. One of the caves. Huh, what is? Oh, it's a little fences.
A barricade.
So we go up the stairs. Oh, ramp. Yep, the ramp.
Into town. Where people may or may not murder us.
I think they seem okay with us. Should I talk to him?
Yeah.
Source Hunter's here too. Well, if the Legion couldn't save this place, what are you going to do?
Well, I guess you don't want to talk to me. That's just fine.
Open your map of the important characters.
So that's this button, right?
Yeah. But I can't.
Oh, I have to understand.
Not let me open my map.
No, mine either.
Maybe I have to do this. Oh.
Hmm.
Well, it lies, but I know the share button opens the map.
Oh.
And then, yeah, important characters. There's the crime scene over there. There is Esmeralda there. I think that was the wife. Uhuru's study is over there, and Captain Arius is over there.
Who is the Esmeralda's wife?
Esmeralda
Esmeralda
is the wife of the guy that got murdered at the crime scene.
Oh, Jake.
Yeah.
Okay, so we definitely want to go to the crime scene. I don't know why we wouldn't.
Alright. Well,
Oh, but shall we explore here? Explore to Evelyn's house. Locked. I have a picklock. Use. Right. Use it though.
and then now use. Octane level 2 low.
Well. Do I need to switch back to my wands or am I?
No, you're still. It's like a consumable.
Oh. Oh, so now I don't have that anymore. Nope, it's gone. I did not know that. Oh, I would not have done that. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. My coffee. Okay.
Say, no one's around. You wouldn't raise a fuss if I, borrowed one of these fish, would you?
Borrow indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than see that merchant repaid.
Come now, I'll be good for it, I swear.
I've got some fish I can give to him. Where is this person?
You're in the habit of stealing? I'm talking to
I
him.
never would have dreamt of resorting to petty theft during better times. But what choice have I got now? If it's steal or starve, I'll choose steal.
Listen.
You should hit trade. Wait, do you have fish on you? I have lots of fish I could send you. Look at all my fish. Go action. And racer. Now you've got 5 fish.
I'll give him 1.
Or 2, whatever. We've got plenty. We stole them from the town anyway.
Not let me split it though.
All 3?
Let's see.
Special detail.
Tomatoes.
Well, let me send you a different fish one that's just this one then? And to Tracer.
I don't have enough money for this. Oh.
We can't just give it to him? Donate, donate.
Donate. Ah.
Watch the undead quiver in their
Yeah.
moldy boots.
Oh, my story's tired by now. I was happy enough, prosperous enough, before these lean times around Sicil. But so what do you think? Should I snag?
Didn't we just give him one?
Merchant is to eat. Leave the fish alone.
That merchant has to eat too, you know. Leave the fish alone.
Oh, now it's my turn. Yes, you know what they say about giving a man a fish? This man should learn to stand on his own 2 feet. Sure, this one little fish won't starve. No, no.
Yes, you know what they say about giving a man a fish? This man should learn to stand on his own 2
Yeah,
feet.
be a good person. As we just murdered the entire town below.
Get it while it's fresh.
They seem unaware of it at this point.
I suppose you've got a point. Another day, another rumbling belly.
Didn't we just
I just
give
gave
him
you a
one? Should we
fish,
give him
though.
another one?
Hungry man, you know.
No, we just donated a fish to an ungrateful
That thief
bastard.
is free for now. But I wonder how long it'll be until his growling belly seduces him back onto the crooked path.
What do you think of that fish steak?
Thank you for making that would-be thief see reason. I only hope your instruction lasts. The last thing the plagued people of Sicil need is a thief among them.
Fair enough. So this is like the merchant quarters.
Well,
You can do what you're
what
doing.
sort of arrows do you want?
Oh, these are
Freezing?
reasons.
Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Do you want some arrows?
I can buy mine.
Alright. Oh, I'm just... Okay, I'll take mine.
Any takers? Come
It's
on,
like
you
a magic
chicken.
shop here.
Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine. Anybody? Neither of you cares.
I could have had a new name by now if that Bruce had taken to a woolly lass instead of that heifer. Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomato.
No one seems to mind that we just open barrels and take stuff.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't have like a red thing above them, like a red name. Red names mean you're stealing.
Oh, like the 9-inch nails?
Yeah, like the 9-inch nails head.
A good day to you.
Press L3 to activate or deactivate.
Potions to bemuscle you. Scrolls to entussle you.
This world. It's taking tenderfoot so long.
What is all that noise?
Anybody? Neither of you cares to plead for his very existence.
One does not sound well.
Dark.
So
now
these
that
ones?
has the red open,
Neither of you
means you'd be
cares to
stealing,
plead for his
and
very existence.
if you even open it, they're gonna be mad at you. But if you sneak and you know they can't see you,
Grave responsibilities.
Remember how to...
down on the D-pad,
Oh, I didn't mean to sit.
and then you can see like their cone of vision, a little lightened area in front of them. That's their cone of vision.
Interesting. I'm gonna...
Neither of you cares to plead for his very existence. Excuse me, this is a private sick room. Who in the name of the Seven do you think you are barging in here? Out, I say, right this instant.
Tell me about
Oh,
yourself.
I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just... Who am I to meddle with life and death this way? I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing! But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but one healing stone, you see, and 2 direly wounded men who need it. I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation. but perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I.
Tell me about your patient. I don't think this will help. There's one healing stone. How are you healing stone?
Yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot, Loic by name, in the northern town of Silver Glen. He is of a certain faith, the Immaculates they call themselves, that espouses the belief that certain stones can heal wounded flesh. I myself was nothing if not skeptical of his claims, but something happened as he handed me the stone. A small cut on my finger instantly healed, leaving no trace of the wound. Needless to say, I was astounded. But it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to a useless, inert state. It takes time to regain its magical properties, and I guard it cautiously.
Tell me about the patient.
What would you like to know?
I'd like to know more about Boris.
One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is. Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite so, and brought him here straight away.
There's this key here, but it's not red. Why not?
Because it's saying to combine items, which it's not going to do anything, because you have your
My
potion in your hand.
I wanted to give her this potion. I don't know if I can. It doesn't seem like I can.
No, this is going to be a decision. Only for the healing stone. It's not that you don't have your wands are so equipped, but in your hand you just have the healing
So
potion.
how do I
Go to actions. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
And then now if you go up to the key,
Now we'll do
there
it.
to be red. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it says steel.
We don't need to go in the back room. We need one of those.
I'd like to know more about
Quite
Stephen.
the venerable staple of Seal, Stephen, and recently blessed with his third grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple, and only a few days shy of his last day of work before retirement, no less.
Gotten far.
Nearly everyone in Seal is familiar with grinning Stephen, and as you can imagine, he's quite dear to his family.
Alright, so we saved the old guy with a family and well-rounded community player that's about to retire, or the young man business entrepreneur with
Oh, what kind of business? Do we know that?
trading merchant.
Your call.
My call.
Your call. You're the one that's really invested in this interaction right now, the conversation. And I think it's up to you.
You are?
What
I
did you
thank
say?
you a million times
I'm
for
ready
your
to
help.
make the decision.
Who have you decided should
Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short now.
Well, hello there.
Or Stephen should receive this, though. We know it full well what the difficulty of growing up without a family.
For this world. What's taking tenderfoot so long?
I pick one.
Wow.
Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. He should receive the stone.
Oh, now it's your decision.
Oh, jeez.
Ah, couldn't get out of this
Well, I mean, I suppose I should like to agree with you.
one. It's up to you.
All the pleasures of life that Stephen has already enjoyed. There's no one should receive the stone over Stephen. Think of Stephen's wife, his children, his grandchildren. Yeah, I mean, we could make friends if we gave it to Stephen. But then again, it's tough. It's tough saying one should live and one should die. But we're helping the lady, I guess, by making the decision for her. boy. Well.
Yes. Boris deserves to experience all the pleasures of life that Stephen has already enjoyed.
Stephen's family got to know him for a while. Sorry, Stephen.
Boris it is? Yes. I'll deliver the stone. No, this is highly abnormal. What is this? This lightning.
Oh.
What just happened? The end of time, you can move. Boy.
What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone. Somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
And it's forced split screen. Interesting. Oh, okay. And all the fires light as we walk in.
Terrible, terrible! It will consume us all! By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? 2 Rivalonians here? At the end of space and time? How very, very, very curious!
Then the space and time? Are you mad?
Perhaps my newfound comrade, but that is hardly our chiefest concern. We stand on a tiny vestige of space and time, and the ground is fast shrinking beneath our feet. It's good you appeared, however you did it, precisely when and where you did, or you might have found yourself free floating in empty space. Oh, but I suppose I should make a proper introduction. Zigzags the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was and is and, hopefully, all that is to be.
Just go for it. The longer you
I'm
wait.
working on it. Okay. Got it.
Why is this place, as you say, shrinking?
At last a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place is the end of time. If that didn't send your heart into your stomach and your pulse a-flutter, it should have. Time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as myself. But something totally, utterly terrible has happened.
How can time come to an end?
Show, don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through yonder looking lens and feast your soon-to-be terrified eyes on the darkness that is approaching.
I think that imp
No,
may
we
be
can-
quite mad.
That's cool.
Ooh. It's pretty.
It is. Is it a dragon?
You
That's what
look,
it looked like.
you saw. Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal. It's... The portal. It's quite sprung to life, just like the long dormant flames that decorate this observatory. After all my waiting and hoping, could it be? You, dear stranger, you must be the key. Something about your presence here is causing the end of time to grow. The true end itself to move further away. Those torches, alight! This portal active once more. It cannot be coincidence.
Can we first discuss what I just witnessed through the lens?
Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what you saw has been haunting my mind since I first discovered it. It is the void itself. The dragon that is devouring creation. When I speak of the end of time, this is exactly what I mean. I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, it will devour the past and present as well.
You believe you're somehow connected to this
It's
place?
not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Long have I been waiting here, hoping that one day this very portal would ignite. Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, zap it goes. The chronicler of time knows a pattern when he sees one.
What lies beyond the portal?
Ah, though I cannot say for certain, if it is what I believe, then our prayers might well be answered. In fact, every last question that ever plagues your noggin might well be answered, for I believe what lies beyond this portal is nothing other than... But why spoil the mystery? As soon as we leap through, we'll find out for certain.
The portal then.
After you. Oh, what wonders we may find on the other side.
Well, he does at least seem genuinely excited.
But
Doing how it's working.
He's also level 26, so not much we can do about him.
Yes, just as I hoped. There she is. There she is.
And he's off.
It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
It's like those talking windows. I feel like it's redundant for me to open and listen to.
Sometimes you can join in on the conversation.
Lady, the weaver of time, mother of history, author of all that has ever been.
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
Astounding, unbelievable. I have so many questions for you, so much to ask, so much to say.
You have brought guests, I see. Strange. Very strange guests.
My reaction exactly, milady.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane?
You are truly the Weaver of Time. I imagine you already know that.
If any other being in Rivellon asked me about the details of their comings and goings, I could describe them down to the minutest of details. But you are different. Of you, I see nothing. I know nothing. So please, do tell me, how did you arrive here?
It was a stone that's...
Strange stone.
Strange stone that zapped us.
A stone? So... It was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here, and it infused you with new life as well. Is that so?
Yes, that's just what happened. Have you seen it before?
Not like this, no. What happened to you is unique in all my work. Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see. But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know it to be called.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all that is and could ever be into your tapestry?
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. I see them before me in this world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until they revived the stone. Source hunters. It would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say, but I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly are.
We need to find Starstone. No.
What is a starstone exactly? Where does it come from?
Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret. A secret lost, even to me. Do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wounds lay upon the tapestry of time?
Mysteries of all time, gaps in history. Oh, how they've tormented me for eons.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry. Thus, it restores time itself.
I see. What the void would shrink, Starstone restores.
Yes. Though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the antidote to the void's ravishment of our realm. If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all.
If these stones can heal history, we must seek them out.
Indeed you must. Though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. Yet we are not the only entities who know these stones to be so much more than pretty gems.
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more and more by the day. Now I understand. They'd keep the stones from our reach. They'd prevent the mending of time.
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivellon. The entire tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim to the void's insatiable hunger.
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Six comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First we mend the tapestry, then we stop the void. Please, our most mysterious guest, are you ready? Are you willing? Will you hunt out the stones? Will you help us restore what has been lost?
Okay, so more than Counselor... So more than Counselor Jake's murder, now there's this whole other big...
void that
void
is eating
problem. Yeah.
I've got something for you if you're up to the challenge.
Not but a moment ago we were hunting Source in Rivellon, and now we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of some magical stones. What do you make of it?
Say that the Zix and the Weaver will. I need more evidence before I can buy it. Can't deny the reaction to the Starstone. There must be something in all this.
We can't deny our reaction to Starstone. There must be something to all of this, mad as it may seem.
Still, it's quite a leap from finding a strange stone to placing the world's salvation on our shoulders. Or, no matter how improbable anything is possible, if the Weaver tells the truth, we have some serious work ahead of us.
No matter how improbable, anything is possible. If the Weaver tells the truth, we have some serious work ahead of us.
What'll it be, Source Hunter? Do tell.
I am the last chest. The last chest. The last chest. If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I do dare you to prove it. Find my 4 sisters, no more than one in each of the realms of your wide world, and each by each, you'll discover how to open me.
Okay.
Interesting.
Come. I've got something for you if you're up to the challenge.
How welcome you are upon this realm, our most honored guest. I hope you begin to find this place more familiar than it may yet seem. In the ethereal threads of eternity, do I record the deeds of gods and men, of beasts and spectral apparitions, the drift of continents through changing seas, the rise and fall of empires, the shift of every grain of sand on every beach, the fall of every raindrop on every world, the all but imperceptible touch of lovers' hands. This and all I chronicle without fault. Except, it seems, you.
What do you think, Source Hunter? The glint in your gaze and the set of your brow suggest to me that you've not given up on our dear old Rivellon. Not just yet. No, with you searching out Starstone, I believe we'll mend the tapestry in no time. We'll find out just who you are and how exactly to send the void back to wherever it came from. But you'll need a way to travel between Rivellon and this homestead, won't you? Who wouldn't want to see what fantastic changes your search will yield? And who knows what the Weaver might discover about you? Luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so I'll let you in on the little secret of how to transport back and forth from the end of time. And just off you go then. You've Starstone to find, and I've a tapestry to examine. Surely there must be some clue here as to how on earth you're related to the end of time.
Weaver says that finding Starstones helps her weave the tapestry once more. How is that possible?
Cross my heart, hope to fade in the void. I honestly don't know. But ask her. If she claims it is so, perhaps she knows why.
Before you go, Source Hunter, a final word. Once you return to Rivellon, there will be someone waiting for you. My agent, my eyes and ears upon your world. I hope he'll be able to help you as much as he can. Time, I need hardly remind you, is of the essence.
Oh, am I going too far away?
No.
You received a rune that allows you to quick travel. Press to access the game menu. And select waypoint to instantly access all available waypoints. Probably not remember.
I'll embroider it in the first.
And then
Arbor Northgate, the end of time. Oh, okay. So this is the end of time. To come here, we go through a waypoint. Okay.
And I guess we'll go to.
Yeah, I'm just running around, kind of seeing what's here. A lot of dead ends. These star
Gathering body
things.
before venturing
Oh wait,
forth.
this one. Oh,
That's it.
so this one you can actually use.
Oh, what's that?
It says the Forbidden Zone.
Alright.
We go there.
We can try it out.
I found a few other ones of these little hands with the blue stars, but the other ones I didn't.
Do anything?
Yeah, it didn't. It said use in the bottom, but it didn't have the. Didn't do anything when I hit X. And this one is labeled. We can. Oh.
Wait, it's still working. Oh, there we go.
Well, now we know. But there are teleporters here. Now we know that. There are a bunch of them.
Alright.
Okay, so did you want to go back to the...
Yeah, waypoints.
And we do the waypoint, not to the observatory. Okay.
Source Hunters, I welcome you once again to the realm of Rivellon after your travels through the chasms of space. Nice to have found a shelter, wouldn't you agree? Where you can come to no harm. I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zigzags, let us turn to the business at hand. Starstone.
It is indeed. I greatly value Zigzag's
And
advice.
I'll be delighted to give it. Dark webs are being woven around these parts, and it is my firm belief starstones are the flies the sorcerer spiders are trying to catch. It can therefore hardly be a coincidence that Councillor Jake was a collector of the stones we seek. His foul murder and the plight of dying time must somehow be interconnected.
There it is. That's how he connects to
That
this.
means the task you have been given remains crucial. Find the assassin that did away with Jake, for you're bound to stumble upon Starstone along the way.
Here he talks about Starstone as if it's just one entity. But I thought they were actual physical stones.
There's multiple of them.
Okay.
So like.
You just mean star stones?
Yeah.
In general.
Stumble upon star stone. Stone is being used in a plural sense, I guess.
Okay, so how did you find out Jake was a starstone collector?
While you were being lectured by our friend the historian and the grande dame of time, I snuck into his house and had a look around. The advantage of being a cat, you know. You go where you please with impunity. And sometimes the lady of the house even rewards you with a slice of fresh herring.
That is funny. Cats, cats, cats.
That's where I saw them in a cabinet. Mere slivers, but specks of starstones nonetheless. They lay there, silent and innocent, though bloody murder may have been committed in their name.
Why is it so particularly nice for us to have found shelter somewhere?
Don't we all long for a sanctuary where our worldly troubles can be held at bay? A bed or a basket so snug it becomes, in a word, safety. But perhaps I speak only for myself, not for veterans such as yourselves that by necessity call any patch of ground they rest upon home. Like any cat worth its salt, though, I deeply cherish a secret refuge unbeknownst to anyone. To be able to repose without a care is such a precious circumstance, save it all too seldomly.
Do you put absolute credence on the words of Zigzag's time, the void, and
Let
the
me
time?
phrase it like Zigzag's might. A universe without time is like a pen without ink. A pointless instrument stripped of the potential of creation. It is void. It is death. It is nothing. I'll not pretend to have all the answers, or that I understand all that is happening here and out there among the stars, but I do know I'd rather err on the side of caution. If Zigzags worries, I worry. We are talking about a creature, after all, that has reclined among the divines as nonchalantly as you and I lays beside the hearths of home.
How did he become Zigzag's agent?
I met him first, a long time ago, out in the wastes of Youthal Gore. He wondered aloud what on earth a cat was doing out there in the scorching desert, then shared what little food and water he had with him. So I told him who I was and showed him my human form. He laughed and marveled and told me stories about his travels. In the end, he even shared his great sorrow with me. The unspeakable thing you saw through his looking lens. I was awed and frightened, but swore to help him in any way I could. As of now, that includes helping the two of you. Oh, before you go, here, take this teleporter pyramid. A handy toy indeed that Zigzags asked me to give to you. You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but alas, I seem to have misplaced it. Don't worry though. Use this one here and it'll take you straight to its twin.
That's convenient.
Now that this matter has been settled, hunters, I shall detain you no longer. But rest assured, I'll do my share of hunting too. So if you spot a white cat during your travels, do stop to say hello.
Alright. You've just received a teleporter pyramid. These pyramids are linked to each other and always come in pairs. Open your inventory and use the pyramid to teleport to its pair.
Alright, so
This game is very complete in that it's nice that it even adds those logs. In case you're very forgetful, or in case there's an extended time between, and you're not forgetful, but you do forget over time, or you need to look back upon the path, and that's really nice. Very
Gods!
Do I
What is
not
going
come with you?
on here?
No,
First I have
because I
to
had
shoo
the
away a
pyramid.
creeping white tomcat.
I will just,
and now
you
there's a
know.
perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will you?
awkward. Persuade the character by charming, intimidating, or reasoning with her. I swear, I'll murder the creature that sent me here. I'll tear him to shreds, along with anyone else who witnessed this little prank. What a curious mix-up, no? Be quite the story to tell tomorrow. Sorry, my lady, I came with way of magical pyramid and did not know where I would end up. Alright, now we do rock, paper, scissors. There's a trick to this before. Win a series of rock, paper, scissors matches. I can't remember what the trick was though.
Do we have, it said to put points in your, do we have points to assign at this time?
Maybe.
Are you wanting to do that or not really?
We could do it near the end when we...
Okay, we could do that.
Did rock. There was like a trick to this though.
A trick?
If they did rock, they're probably going to assume that we're gonna do paper next time. And so they're gonna do scissors and then I do rock. Right, then they did scissors this time.
And you did rock.
So they're gonna assume that I'm gonna do rock this time, so they're gonna do paper and then I do scissors.
Oh, okay, so I see what you mean.
Yeah, like...
It's a very simplistic on their part of thought.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So they did scissors, or they did paper this time. They're gonna assume I'm gonna do scissors.
Now,
oh, now I do
so
rock
they
again.
so they will do rock.
So they'll do rock, and then I will do
paper. Seems disproportionate that they got about 7 dots for getting one right. We only get 1 dot per, but at
because
least
they
they're
have
thinking
7
it.
reason, and I have 1 reason.
Oh, I see. Well,
Alright. So
Oh.
they did rock this time. So then they will do... so rock, they're gonna assume I'm gonna do paper, so then they will do scissors, and I will do rock. Oh no. Oh. He wins. But you saw where the thought process is.
yeah, yeah.
A magical pyramid, eh? Frivolous and lecherous magic, more like. Leave my house, afore the divines punish you for your aberrant ways.
Celia.
So can we not grab the other pyramid?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it right here.
Okay. Give them to your party members or drop them on the ground.
No, if you please. This room is private.
Actions.
Pick up.
Pick up.
Don't just stand there. Go.
You can't find the other
Away
one?
with you.
No, I have both of them now.
Oh, okay.
So, I'll give you...
Well, you need to get here.
What are you still doing here?
This dude.
Begone.
I accidentally walked down on her taking a bath. So... oh yeah, and then I need to go...
No, if you please. This room is private.
Hold on, let me... Because I think you can also go into here and then...
Don't just
assign,
stand
I can
there.
assign it
Go.
to an item.
Away with you.
A pyramid.
Oh?
And then I can...
Oh, to a slot.
Yeah.
But you got rid of your other slot items.
Well, it's, you have 5 different bars.
Who knew that? How do you... Oh, look at that! I should have, I suppose, put mine in my second bar, huh?
Yeah, you could do that. You could do a first bar, second bar, depending on if you have room. But I assume that this first bar is going to fill up really fast.
Put my healing potion in my pyramid bar. And then I was going to send you another arrow. Oh, what is this one? Oil flask.
Alright, so I'm actually gonna go back.
Alright.
I'll be right back.
Alright, I'll be here.
You can explore and do whatever.
Good luck
That's what
out
I'm
there,
thinking.
Hunter. Evil lurks beyond
Check
Sightseer
some
ramparts.
crates. North. 8 silver. East. Legion encampment. Barracks. West. Okay. Important. Oh, cheese. Nothing and nothing. I will go in a clockwise exploratory pattern so I don't get too lost, hopefully.
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, yeah.
I wouldn't venture too far out of town if I were you. Many legionnaires did so before you. Very few have Ahu's invention, the stasis blaster. Quite a sight, no? The ray can singe a zombie or skeleton to ash in a matter of seconds. These days we legionnaires hold a lottery to see who gets to man the things. You can bet it's no small amount easier to blast those flesh-eating monstrosities from a distance than to get within striking range. Don't ask me how the blaster works, though. I just make sure the things...
Alright then. We might get to use that later, I'm hoping.
Poultry. Here, chicken, chicken, chicken. Blasted poultry.
You don't think it's infected,
Here,
do you?
chicken, chicken,
Come on
chicken.
now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real
Poultry.
damage.
Water bucket.
Here, chicken, chicken, chicken.
These stores are for our Legion troops. The Rivellon's finest work up mighty fine appetite, serving the
Bien.
sevens.
Here, chicken, chicken, chicken. Poultry. Here, chicken, chicken, chicken. Poultry.
You don't understand a word this animal is saying. If you had the pet pal talent, you could have had a meaningful conversation. Alright?
Don't let that rooster escape. He's already on the menu for tonight.
Isn't it a chicken's destiny to be eaten? I should catch and give it back to the cook. Well, I suppose.
These stores are for our Legion troops. Rivellon's finest work up mighty fine appetite, serving the seven.
In the basement of the cookhouse.
Ooh. Alright, so our next objective is to... I think we should go to the crime scene. See what the crime scene is.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So if you want to get back to me real fast.
I'm working on it.
you
Oh, the
can-
pyramid, that's
yeah.
right. Take that. That's handy.
Oh, and also, yeah, you can do things with the pyramid as well, like, if you're in combat and stuff, and you want to get closer, we could tag team, and I could, take my pyramid from my inventory, and like, oops, and then actions, throw, and I could like throw it over there, and then you could use it, and it costs 0 action points to move.
So you have played through this game before?
Not all of it. I've played through probably. I'll tell you when we get there, like where I stop.
All right then.
of your indulgence, if you please. You are the source hunter, are you not? The hero the whole of Sightseal is abuzz about. The talk of the town. The juiciest grape on the grapevine. Such a pleasure to meet you. No, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. It is an intervention of fate. Yes, that's it. Fate has put me on this very spot, so I may tell you all about a most intriguing opportunity indeed.
You're not worried about the undead out
They
stuff?
call the undead a problem, my friend, but those who know the ways of the Fabulous Five see no problems. They see opportunities. An enterprising spirit can wrench riches from cold dead rocks.
Alright, what's this opportunity?
Oh, it's not merely an opportunity. It is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to become better. To become the full extent of the promise that is locked inside of each and every one of us. So first of all, let me ask you this question. Do you like adventure?
I mean, of course I do.
Of course I do. How could someone in my profession not?
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom.
Quite right. Adventure is what we live for.
You see,
I couldn't
here,
continue, sorry.
you and I share the same passion. I never doubted it for a moment. The thrill of walking the unbeaten path. The rush of finding yourself in a goblin ambush, knowing you'll prevail nonetheless.
Come now, Alice.
Too bad your line of work comes with such measly recompense. Am I right? The wage of a mere soldier. Now, between you and me, tell me truthfully, don't you sometimes wish you could earn more?
Riches do not interest me, actually.
Riches do not interest me much, actually.
Nor me. Wealth is but vanity.
Oh, but I know you're just being bashful. I bet that in your heart of hearts, your eyes water with joy when you discover yet another treasure during your travels. Even so, my friend, matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without variety, without spice? To be a source hunter must get frightfully dreary sometimes. Am I right? All those orders. Investigate this, retrieve that, and at the end of the day, what do you have to show for it? Wouldn't you prefer to call your own shots? Be your own boss?
It's better to lead than follow, that much is
It's better to lead than to follow. That much is true.
Better to serve than to serve, I concur.
Better to be served than to serve. I concur.
Well spoken. Well said indeed. Life's too short to spend it doing someone else's bidding.
What are we
Am I
trying to get
right?
this guy to do?
Of course I am.
He wants us to.
I could help you
wants
attain the
us to do
dream.
something.
Enact the change you deserve.
Yeah.
Sales.
Yeah.
And that is exactly why I am
wanna
here.
know what.
Why fate has put me right by the door to the King Crab, so that I could meet you and tell you about the marvel that is the Fabulous Five. The invitation to join is yours. Grab it.
So there's 3 of you now and you need 2 more? Or there's 5 of you now and then we'll need 5 plus 7?
Ah, the Fabulous Five. How I enjoy simply saying the words that describe the most illustrious and celebrated adventurers' guild in Riverlon. Our mission, to better the world. Our mantra, to better ourselves as we do so. to realize our dreams and cleanse our soul. You'd like nothing more than to enlist, wouldn't you? Of
But for the
course
members,
you would.
what do you actually do?
Gem of a question. Straight as an arrow. Sharp as a switchblade. Most meritorious of you. Now then, to join the Fabulous Five is to join a fellowship. To join a fraternity, a sorority, a community. The title of Knight is bestowed upon you the moment you sign our waiver, and so it all begins. I shall be the one to give you your first contracts, and once the job is done, I shall see to it you get your fair share of the reward.
Is there any reason that we should really join this
Should
guy?
you spread the word, should you propagate the gospel of the Fabulous Five,
But it's
and
not gonna
thereby
interfere with our
draw
other
new knights into our
learning?
fellowship, you will get a share of the reward from their contracts too.
Most likely, at least in
Isn't
the
that
beginning,
wonderful?
Okay.
By now, the genial glow of the fellowship must have warmed your heart.
You seem like
It has, hasn't it?
conversation for the
But did I say fellowship? I mean family. For like a family, we support one another, cheer one another, see each other through work hard, fulfill contracts, enlist new knights, and swiftly shall you rise through the ranks. You will better yourself. You will better Riverlon. You will make the star. Of course, of course, of course.
Sign a waiver. Join a guild, better the world, earn a lot of go count me in.
Hanging around the inn, are you? Waiting for what, exactly?
What I'm saying is, I may not realize it, that portion. About my
It's a
assignment.
pretty straightforward task, this one. Now, in this town dwells a wizard. Ahu is his name, and he's a frightful eccentric. Scientific type, you know the kind. Favors reason over faith and all that. Not Fabulous Five material, him. His experimental weapons may keep a couple of skeletons away from the city, but many of his other researches failed. Now, one of them was a big lumbering apparatus, a frightful automaton shaped like a giant made of steel. It was supposed to crush the undead by the dozens, piloted as it was by a trained legionnaire. But you can guess what happened. Did it become sentient? Was it cursed? Whatever the cause, the thing relieved itself of its pilot and headed north towards a network of caves. Now ask yourself, what if it comes back? It could smash the city walls and claim 100 lives before being subdued. Luckily, there are those in this world who belong to the Fabulous Five. The braves who eat such monstrosities for breakfast. Go, my friend. Find this wizard's abomination and claim your just reward from Mayor Cecil in the name of our hallowed guild. Easy money.
So this guy, he and Arhu are not. Yeah.
I'm not saying like he's a fan of Arhu.
No.
Oh, King Treasure, and how about a pink and there's a cat.
Yeah, I tried to talk to it, but I couldn't. Yeah. Yeah.
We don't have the pet pal for.
Yeah.
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Anyways, that's the question.
I do.
I linger over long while lighting my pipe.
Look, careful now.
You didn't actually sign the waiver then.
I did.
Oh, you did. So we're gonna find the.
I already did.
Okay. And I don't think it's what he was
So
talking
you're
about,
just
but I
hanging
came
around
across
the inn, are you? Waiting for
catapult like apparatus up on one of the walls. He was a legionnaire. One of the people was saying that they use that to build this on.
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent?
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but I can't open this door for anyone who hasn't received Captain Aureus' explicit approval.
Ah, we have to talk to Cat Aria.
Home, my good man. Drink, if you please.
Please do keep shouting.
Where's Cat?
Is there a cat? A white cat?
No, that's
Oh yeah, Ollie.
Cat Narius, back marker. On my map, you see there's a little arrow, white arrows.
Oh, you said it too.
Waiting for what, exactly? A good day to you.
This is easier on keyboard and mouse because I could just keep spamming away.
Good job.
Greetings! These stores are for our Legion troops.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Good luck out there, Hunter. Evil lurks beyond Sightseal's ramparts.
Joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face furious. Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand where my good eye can see you.
Easy, Tull. That's the source hunter you're talking to.
That cage,
Sorry,
the
sir.
woman in the cage under arrest.
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a wild animal. We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat trotting along the city wall. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled like a wild cat and lunged right at me.
Bit Tullia right in the face, she did. It wasn't pretty, and now it's got a chunk ripped off it to boot.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you if I go rabid.
What will become of this admittedly strange stranger?
Well, that's to be decided. She doesn't seem to be sick, despite Tully's moaning. We can't keep her here forever, but we can't well send her into the wilds again, can
Take her under our wing.
We do need people before we leave.
Perhaps it'd be worth taking this stranger under our wing. She'll likely come in handy if we can trust her to watch our backs.
After all, a fearless hunter might prove quite useful for our investigation.
Well, that's a relief, ain't it? We found a good home for her after all, Tull.
Heed me, Source Hunter. She's not good for anything more than cannon fodder. And don't turn your back on her when she's got that bow within arm's reach.
Oh, I picked up already.
Those bolted in Barry's a bridge full. Get to shining, recruits.
Sorry, sir. Source Hunter. I have heard tales both grand and terrible about the world of humans. I myself was caged one moment and freed the next by our kind. In Home Forest, every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees.
Is little reward more valuable than the minds of men? Yes, because, as you notice, we are unpredictable, likely to kill you. Best be where those you meet for that very reason.
We may be unpredictable. Serve when better to hope for the best than assume the worst. Like attracts like, after all.
It is strange to stand with one foot in the forest and the other in the city, Source Hunter. I am glad that now I have you standing beside me. Even if one burns hot while the other wheezes cold. Perhaps in time I will come to know my own kind as you have. And perhaps then I will decide for myself whether ours is a noble kind.
Okay, then. And so now we're supposed to go with Rose.
Oh, so now I can control her now. She is also an archer.
Yeah, I have her bow. I should send that to you.
Might want that. You also might want to sell stuff. You're almost out of inventory space.
Well, we'll do that. And this was her little hand.
Sorry, sir.
Baron.
What have we here, then? A so-called source hunter, eh? Well, look, do what you must in Sicil, but don't make waves and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs. You hear?
Let's discuss Jake's murder.
Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother, but he just had to send for source hunters, didn't he? Bloody magicians. They see a pigeon poop and think sorcery's afoot. Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand? I am in command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter. So investigate Jake's death if you feel so inclined, but report back to me the moment you discover something out of the ordinary. The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Now off with you!
In regards to Jake's wife,
Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do source hunters rely on hearsay alone, perhaps? That certainly would explain some of the cock-ups you lot have made in the past.
Right. I assume he doesn't like serious hunting.
What?
It sounds that way.
You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it with perfect objectivity. The Legion relies on reason, see? Not idle superstition.
Alright, I'll take my leave. Alright, back to the crime scene. Ooh, now it's great.
Sorry, sir.
Better to evacuate this place while there's still some left to save, I see. Go while the going's good.
Why did it say he was warm?
Because he walked by the fire.
Oh. That's a simple explanation.
Well, hello there!
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
The matter. Excuse me, good sir, we're going to murder.
Oh, my good man. Drink, you please.
Please do, shall
You say you will take me under your wing, but I see no feathers. Are you a child of the birds, as I am of the bears?
You're of the bears? No, I just meant I'm responsible. You don't keep you out of trouble.
In truth, this is a relief. Your world is made with rules I have not yet memorized. I am happy to have a friend in such a place.
Child of the bears, what does that mean?
And so the lonely babe was fed upon the wild mother's milk, and cast aside from humankind, he thrived among his mother's ilk. So says the saga of Thris. Do you know it?
No.
The wise godwolf Amira raised the child Thris among her litter. So you see, I have good company. Thris the wolfson, and I the bear daughter.
Oh. Bear daughter.
I'm ready.
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation,
I've
but I
spoken
can't not
there.
exactly the friendliest bloke, the captain, is he? Well, your reward for...
Alright.
Source was in play here, all right. But that doesn't solve the mystery.
I think it would be wise to inspect the councillor's corpse and see what clues we can find.
Inert stone. Another one. Oh, we should go back to the hospital and pick up the other inert stone. Yeah, the one that sent us the thing.
Yeah, we can pick that up.
Should be there. I don't see it.
Appears to be locked.
Packet. Let me quick save. In case this starts a riot.
Because I should stop trying to tidy up the crime scene.
Oh, that's gonna take forever.
Might be important.
Maybe there's something else around here.
What is this? This key says it's temple door. Metal temple.
I think that was for the temple that we were in.
So, did I already use this?
I think so.
Oh.
Oops. I might have picked up a painting. I don't want to. Oh, it's worth 142 gold. Never mind, I'll keep it.
Looking good.
That is something. What if we did actually fly? Oh, it's not good.
Excuse me. I don't know. I feel like the chest is, I mean, it's locked. It seems like the obvious thing we need to do in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we just break it?
It's gonna take forever to break. I hit it once and ended like, let's see. Salmon. That's 500 health.
You got it down.
Gotta be like a key around. That does hurt your one.
Oh, I have a hatchet.
Let me check the journal.
Okay.
Mysterious murder. This is We visit the crime scene. Basically, remain by. Is we make a different. What we expect. Does she have a corpse in here? Let's go find it.
Ha! The closest I've come to mine.
Pointless chatter with strangers does so thrill me. How did you...
Swirling in saffrons, I dare say.
Back, demon! Back, or I'll... Well, what's this? Oh, Medora, you lummox. 1,000 pardons, comrade. I'll tell you, it sure does me good to set eyes on another of our order. From Academy West, aren't you? Give Captain Mortruce my regards next time you see him.
I heard another source hunter being assigned to Sexy.
Heavens hornets! That's quite a story, comrade. And come to think of it, see, I'm here on, well, let's call it a loan from a town to the north of here. Hunter's Edge by name. There's been an attack there, comrade. Orcs. Not your run-of-the-mill savages either. But ones who've taken dark magic to new heights. What they want in Hunter's Edge, I can't say. But it's my responsibility to send them packing. Preferably with their horns in their suitcases and a knee-knocking fear. I came south seeking the Legion's help, only to find it tied here in Sicil. They don't have a spare soldier to send northward. And even in my finest form, I can't clear the place of that many orcs without backup.
Wizard of Hunter's Edge.
How'd you manage to escape?
By the skin of my teeth, comrade. The savages were rounding up villagers when one of them activated a tripwire on our village wizard's property. Fortunately for me, that particular wizard has a penchant for things that go boom in the night. I managed to wrench free of my captor's grip and flee toward the forest. He pursued me for miles, but I'd lost him before I made it into the Sicil hinterlands.
What's your next plan?
I hadn't thought of it till you tapped my shoulder just now. But perhaps that's where you come in. I need a contingent I can trust if I'm to take back the town. And the way I see it, you could use reinforcements here in town. I've been scouting Sicil for some time now, and I believe I've sussed out sufficient intel to help solve the murder of the Counselor. With our minds and swords in tandem, we'll make short work of the perpetrator.
Alright, so that's your proposition. You help us here in Sicil, and we'll take you back to your home village thereafter.
Well, you know the old expression. 2's a tea party, 3's an invasion. I know this place like the back of my hand by now. And the orcs up north will be short work for a trained-up trio of sauce hunters.
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
We'll put an end to all evils in this fair land.
That's the spirit. Listen closely now. Do you hear it? That's the sound of every orc and sorcerer.
Alright, so now we have a full party. And let me... Let's see. And you have...
How would I, command her?
So if you had right trigger...
Tell me.
Or left trigger. You can switch
Ever had the
to
fortune
her.
of challenging
And now
the
you
fabled
are
wizard
killing
of
her.
Hunter's
She's a
Edge?
battle fighter.
Do we really trust me with her?
They say he's privy to
Okay.
Source goblin.
Alright, so now it says we have to investigate the body, so we have to go over find the body, which
Yes,
would
of course. This time.
Join the Stud Club if you got an eye for farm potatoes.
Captain Arius. I guess we have to go to Captain Arius again? Yeah.
Where's my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away?
Ah, sir. Warm as dragon's breath.
Did someone leave an oven door open?
That's it, troops. Train up while you can. The next orcish strike could land at
Ah, the Source Hunter. Oh, joyous hour. Oh, still not finished with that sorry matter? Oh, if you must.
Of course.
So do we want to know about the Legion, the Orcs, or anything else? We're just done.
I'm just trying to figure out where body is.
Didn't you say we should go get that stone?
Oh yeah, we should go to that.
Should only one of us bother to go to the stone and the other find another thing?
Yeah, if you want to look around for the body, or if you want to get the stone, it doesn't matter.
I don't know where the stone is, so I'll just wander for the body. Is there any point in asking people?
Yeah, you can try to
Honor to meet you. Wish I was a Source Hunter.
Get to shiny recruits.
Sorry, sir.
When you said, but does this block the? Oh no. Esmeralda. Oh, I should go talk to her. She might know.
Yeah, you do.
Those fools in Paris and
What's the status,
Ramada.
Excellent. Let's keep it that way.
No.
About face.
Alright, I got the inner.
Okay. You can hear him join us as well. I think it's this building. I thought this was way too far. It looks like it's behind a little wall. I guess we're going up.
Also, this one girl had information on.
Ready to advance,
No, it's
ready
not.
to defend. What can I do for you? Ask away, my friend, ask away.
Whatever it is,
All was
source
more
of
than I'd
knowledge.
hoped, comrade. I don't know what in tarnation's gotten into the townsfolk here, but there's enough dark magic running roughshod to topple a small mountain. There's Mayor Cecil's doings for one, and the mysteries of our master Thalron for another. And on top of it all, the feline menace is lurking at every hearth and shadow.
Sorry. So Esmeralda's shop. Where is Esmeralda? In here.
Lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state and restate my complete innocence in the matter?
Well, maybe I should warm her up before we talk about her
Jesus,
husband.
do gosh, you nearly startled me out of my boots. Ask away, my friend, ask away. Always helps to know a...
Say so. Now that's a sad story.
Roofs of elegant homes burned for fuel, oaken cupboards emptied, and ladies dragging the dregs of their great skirts to bargain for fish bones. I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both so young when we married. He so rich and I so poor, but his one and only princess just the same. Starstone? I've never heard of such a thing. Dear Jake had a mineral collection, yes. As far as I knew, it was one of his pastimes, nothing more. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have gotten him into trouble? Oh, this is all too much. I feel like I'm drifting from nightmare into nightmare. Like I told just about every Legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer found and tried, but everyone suspects me of this evil deed. And you're no different, are you? So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger and you believe them? These insinuations truly go beyond the pale. Oh, I think I'm getting one of my headaches.
To be quite adamant about her innocence.
We'll need to look for evidence if we want to prove she actually did the evil deed.
I was gonna say, wonder if his minerals, his starstones, are here or somewhere.
So tell me, Septimus,
We
would
could
your
look
wife
around, but
be
she probably doesn't like us.
compensated by the Legion should tragedy befall you on the battlefield?
I suppose so. But seeing that I'm neither married, engaged, or attached in any way, I've never bothered to inquire.
Polite, handsome, and single. Don't go anywhere tonight, Legionnaire. I'd be afraid.
Oh, what's that gleam?
Those underwear.
Melody panty.
Smells like this person. Well, alright then.
Alright, well, I have the key in case we want to come here anytime.
Okay, so she's pretty strong, this Medusa lady.
Ditto. Apple pie. Fish pie go. Oh, you can go into her. Yeah. All of them will have different things. Good with two-handed weapons.
At this point, she doesn't have power. But she's strong. Oh, and she has... Alright.
Okay, so... The last person we can talk to is the mayor.
What? Oh, it's you. Come closer then. Closer, huh? My ears aren't what they used to be. Nor my eyes, for that matter. Yeah. What? Oh, you mean Seal? Very difficult times indeed. As though the death of Jake, and by source magic no less, weren't enough. We're also facing all sorts of brutish intruders. The undead have overrun all but one northern trade route, while the orcs are making a habit of savaging our beaches. That's not to mention that at the top of this whole caboodle, there's rumors of some new religious sect or cult or some such sticking its tendrils into the innocent, seven-fearing folks of Sicil. And, while we're on the subject of troubles, I myself have a private matter I'd like to bring to your attention. It involves a magic relic I rather foolishly sought. A weapon called the Staff of Pergamon.
Well, first let's deal with Jake's murder.
Jake? Murdered? Oh, yes. Yes, now I recall. Indeed. I could hardly believe it myself. The Council and I have certainly had our differences over the years, but old squabbles evaporate under such circumstances. Most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife Esmeralda is responsible. In fact, the Legion have taken her into protective custody to keep her safe from the mob. As you can imagine, I've known Esmeralda for years. That business between her and the Duke of Ferrol was always a bit suggestive. But I've never had cause to suspect her of violence. Still, one never knows for sure.
Well, tell me about the Duke of
An
Ferrol.
all right bloke, apart from all this Esmeralda nonsense. The whole town knows the only goal of his business trips to Sicil is to spend a night or two at the King Crab Inn with Mrs. Counselor.
Alright. What's a staff?
What of what now? Oh, you're speaking gibberish. Ah, you mean the Staff of Pergamon. Yes, yes. I was expecting a shipment of weapons, and among the cargo was this very powerful, very rare staff. I managed to place the order through means somewhat, atypical to a government official. Cecil proved an old fool, though. For the merchant slated to deliver it to me has just informed me that the damn thing has gone missing. I fear it may have fallen into the wrong hands, and I wonder if you could retrieve it for me.
Alright, well, what about
His
the merchant?
name is Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter, a merchant ship still docked at the Sicil harbor. You can talk to him if you think it'd help, but I'd quite like to avoid getting the Legion involved, if you don't mind.
Alright.
Inspect the city of evidence source map.
I knew that dark-dealing old man dabbled in source. To the gallows, I say.
The gallows? Well, I've heard of such a thing, but I've never seen one myself. I don't think I care to either.
New recipe, homemade axe.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of...
Don't scuttle away before you... I listened in while you were talking to the... Don't scuttle away before you've tried some of the ocean's finest bounty. How many crab claws would you like? 3? 11?
Right. Ain't true. Harry's by the dozens. Aaron has as many friends as the...
Oh, hello, love. Nice day for a little strip.
Golden Grail.
What are ye staring at? Captain Jack's the name, though the title may be a little generous at the moment. My crew ran off, and I can't find enough hardy souls to help me reload the ship and sail off. Those scallywags heard there be silver in the Lacula mines, and they abandoned ship like the lily-livered turkeys they are. Haven't seen them since the day we docked.
Oh, is this where you sold your rooster painting?
Yeah, I sold it. Yeah, the person I'm talking to.
Ah, hello, proportionate one. Oh, I can see from the symmetry in your face that you are a great fan of the fine arts, no? I'm a painter by trade, as you can see, but a cartographer at heart. You might think there isn't enough work for one of my talents in a downtrodden city like Sicil, and you'd be quite right.
I'll take my lead.
There's no details about these treasures.
Hey, Lepus, how's it going? Yeah, no, you have to look at the treasure map itself. Oh, you have minus 15% rep with that
So I
guy?
have to buy it?
Yeah, you have to buy it and then use it to find the treasure. Alright, but I need to find body. Wherever that is. General store. Closed indefinitely.
Pull back. Why is that marked on our map?
Because that's where I picked up the stone.
Oh, okay. Shop. Pretty close to going out the gates though, aren't we? What should we find? What was at the cook's house?
Mortician's morgue.
Oh, that sounds like a place to go.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom.
Corpse Compendium. Second life after death buying. And orcs. Robert's Ledger. Furthermore, I find it impossible that any mayor, Mayor Evelyn Alderlow would have been able to gain access to the body without noticing. Corpse can't just vanish into thin air. If it could,
Looks like Mortician has reason to suspect
corpse
Mayor
isn't even
Cecil,
here.
Captain Aureus,
It's just
Evelyn,
gone?
and Esmeralda of something.
yeah, looks like it. So.
Fitting time.
So let's see here.
I'm nervous about the being sneaky and looking at. I really haven't done.
I mean, we did end up murdering.
We'll have
the
none
entire
of that, you
place
hear?
Before.
When you accidentally.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Oh. Hey, thank you. I was just saying I need to get better at sneaking.
Oh,
No, I didn't mean that.
Alright, run.
Run, how do I run? This, and then this, and run?
Flee, yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Enemy's too
boy.
close. Just run downstairs to me.
How?
Just, yeah, use the stairs, there you go.
Oh, can you just throw your pyramid or something?
Or yeah, use your pyramid.
Just pyramid to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, now we flee. Go back to your triangle. And then up, and then flee. Walk away. Oh wait, I think your other girl's still in combat.
Where is she?
Or no, she's over there. Okay, you just have to walk her over because she doesn't have the pyramid.
The sun is out.
Well, at least we got out of that one. Didn't have to kill half the town.
That would have sucked. Over here. Up here.
Up there? Oh, there you go.
I don't know how to regain. Guys, or have her follow.
Dancing dugongs, you nearly startled me out of my boots. Well, you've got my attention, comrade.
Do I talk to her? Or I thought maybe I could ask her to follow me, but it's not really looking like that.
Ask away, my friend, ask away. Always helps to know
You
a thing or
already
two
asked.
about who's
Okay,
covering
so
your
go
back
to your,
against the gnashing hordes, eh?
That's it? Alright.
More than I'd hope there's Mayor Cecil's doings for one. And on top of it all, the
Change the
feline
subject.
menace is
Change the
lurking at
subject.
every
Follow me.
hearth and shadow.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Now what? How?
Oh wait, did you send her away?
Oh. I
Did you
guess
tell
I
her?
might have. I don't know. I was trying to get out of the conversation.
But you sent her away.
I just got rid of our I'm not doing well.
Alright, let's go to
Undo. How do I do that?
waypoints. I think they go to the end of time.
That's where she went?
Yeah, they wait. They wait there.
Welcome back, Source Hunters. I've been eagerly expecting
so.
you.
Found
You
another one,
found
go
another
on.
star
Alright, I'll
stone,
bite.
haven't you? Go on, go on. Ask me how I know. Ha! Mere child's play when you know what to look for. And luckily, I do. Do you remember when you first arrived on this plane? When the dormant portal that led us to this hall sprang to life? It's happened again, my friend. Another portal has reignited. The end of time is growing by the stone. It's all connected somehow. You, this place, the void, the stones. Soon we'll have unraveled the whole truth. Oh, how I do love a good mystery. You don't imagine that I'd presume to explore it before you.
I didn't just go back.
No, that would be most unmannerly. And not to mention, well,
We should trade people. You should have
no,
the
I'm
more
sure it's
valuable
nothing.
one.
It's just that
In your
beyond the
command.
portal, I sense a presence that I can't quite account for. It is at once powerful and faint. Perhaps, but this is only speculation, of course. Come, let me show you the way. Once you're through, you'll be able to report exactly what we're dealing with.
Alright.
Do you think she's here? Is that her? That's the Weaver.
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure I didn't get
Yeah.
Impressive
Very nice that I did.
Hey.
No, don't talk to her.
You. It cannot be you. But it can only be you. The Guardians. Those I deceived. Those that. But oh, how weak you have become. As weak as you used to be strong. Look about you. You used to lead, and now you follow. Ignorant of your faults, and ignorant of your fate. That it has come to this. Woe to the world that it has come to this.
Right.
He won't believe me, the fiend.
When dismiss your commands, they'll come to your
They
rest.
have come. As
So
I
she is
prayed they would.
That her there?
Yeah, it's her right there.
Careful, comrade. I think I sense a sorcerer in yonder shadows.
Oh, maybe if you just recruit her at all.
Careful, comrade. I think I sense a
Our
sorcerer in
fire
yonder
service is
shadows.
once more.
Onward! Sword to sword, comrades!
Alright.
So sorry, lady, for sending.
So if you want to link and unlink them, when you go to this menu, the L2 menu, and then you see the triangle split, or you can triangle toggle.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
Alright, now go back to okay.
Oh, she's got an
and shit.
exclamation point. Oh. Wait, you discovered a waypoint. So quick travel between any of the waypoints visited. Ah, okay.
Unknown to all time, are ya? Leave it to an imp to try to fill our minds with all manner of magical gobbledygook. I'll tell you who you are. Source hunters, members of the most esteemed order in Rivellon. Here to find out and grind out every last speck of dark magic in the realm. There, the enigma is solved.
Right you are. Or what if we were really affecting the Dadry's track?
I doubt Zigzag's could solve more than the mystery of where the sun sleeps. At least he'll keep himself busy, running in circles until the so-called end of time. There, Adora. Just because you aren't unknown to all time doesn't make you any less special to us. I mean, am I talking to you or to her? I'm talking to
her.
It looks like I'm talking. Am I not?
Well,
I guess
you're talking in a group.
I guess I'll just. I don't want to sound paid.
I knew you weren't the type to be taken in by such high-flying, pie-in-the-sky nonsense. Let the magical history imps fly their floating islands into the end of time for all we care. Then again, if what he says is true, and he really does know everything, he might be a mighty powerful ally to have. Imagine! Sorry, Zaxix, I haven't fixed your space carpet, but if you could tell me where the bearded source dragon of Fire Lake has made its nest, I'd be obliged. Useful indeed.
She's kind of fun.
Alright, so... Body went missing. You can't talk to the morgue guy because he wanted to attack us.
Or maybe if just you went. Okay. I think it was because I was just wandering in his upstairs, his bedroom area.
Alright, I'll go see if I can talk to him.
Okay, stay on the first floor, I would recommend.
And don't go into his home?
Guess not.
Potent heat.
Not much about zombies, do you? How about walking bones?
How do I trade to them? Oh, there we go.
Or barter as well.
And so is the one on the right, is that how much I could get for the thing?
The one on the right.
I don't need more than one hammer, right?
Probably not. I don't know.
Well, let's sell it.
You do have a two-handed claymore. Maybe your girl would like it.
I don't know why I would need chip.
Goes in there on the first floor. Well, maybe I could go. Let's see.
And if you get in a pickle, just teleport to me, I guess. A butter knife and a golden butter knife. Is there any advantage to holding onto a golden butter knife? Doesn't seem like it would.
Well,
We'll have none of that, you hear?
How about a gift to heal old? Oh, he does not. I can go and eat. That's some raw meat. Except copper. You're gonna show you.
We'll have none of that, you hear?
I'm giving him a golden butter.
Alright.
Good. Send you a fancy butter knife, sir. Very nice.
Yes. +1 attitude. Oh, he has -44 attitude.
Oh.
Golden knife or knife. Only given +1.
I really ruined that relationship.
Yeah.
So sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, there it is.
We'll have to find another way around. So let's check out the journal. We discovered that 4 possible people that might have taken Jake's body. Mayor say so, Captain Aquarius,
Now, where is my
the
pepper? Did it
Etherean's
sprout legs and run away?
apprentice,
Ah, there.
Evelyn, and Esmeralda. So Evelyn,
Who
Mayor,
is Evelyn?
Evelyn. Daylorn's apprentice. Is that the I think that's the girl in the hospital. That the magic stone.
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, there.
Evelyn.
Thank you eternally for your help. Though your reaction to the healing stone, I have no idea what to make of it.
Well, you've been named murder suspect.
Is that so? Well, I handled the corpse myself, indeed, but I hardly knew the man in life. I was shocked when Ahu asked me to come to the crime scene, but Theliron had taken ill, and the responsibility fell to me. I arrived at the inn, where the body lay just where it had fallen. The injuries were like nothing I'd ever seen. A single intricate laceration wove like lace around every inch of his skin. Neither a beginning nor an ending point were discernible. I examined the corpse and recorded what information I could. I personally delivered the corpse the short distance to the mortician's house. As far as I know, everything was, as far as a magical murder is concerned, quite normal.
Tell me about your healing
That
stone.
strange reaction you caused. Blue lightning from a healing stone. I've never seen anything like it. And the stone looks different now, too. Like it's devoid of life. I begin to wonder if its magical properties survived your little reaction.
But if one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage of 2, perhaps the stability could be increased by as much as...
Oh, a source hunter. Imagine that. Quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind I encountered, aren't you? Yes, by nearly 20 centimeters of tibia, as my memory serves. But, no matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure the Order sent the individual with the next highest probability of success. Yeah?
Let's discuss your print.
Well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions. I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes. She is learning from the best, after all.
What about the
The
patient?
world belongs to the young, they say, and Boris will live to take his piece. Thank you for your help in this matter.
Alright. So, not much in there.
No better solution to the
I'll talk to. If not talk to the wife again about the body, I'll talk to the mayor.
What? Oh, it's you! What news? Jake? Murdered, you say? Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Now I remember. Well, I'm sure the facts will prove me innocent. Keep investigating. You'll see for yourselves in time.
Legion's greeting. I have been informed about your heroics on the beach. Were that I had been there to partake in the battle. But my duties lie here, sworn as I am to protect Lady Esmeralda from the rabble that would enforce summary justice on her, even though she is, until proven guilty, wholly innocent. So fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of Riverlon, my friend. And I have traveled more extensively than migratory birds do. She stands accused of murder, but in my mind, her presumed guilt is a fallacy, and indeed a fabrication. Steadfast will I guard her. Never will I waver unless absolute proof of her culpability should be brought before me. And I hold no such proof exists. Jake's murder is, in a word, a tragedy. He was well loved in all of Sicile. The Council of Seven couldn't have wished for a better ambassador. That he of all people should have braved the undead siege for so long, only to be felled by foul sorcery, is heartrending. And what questions are those? I remember waking up with a head full of hammers 2 years ago. The drill sergeant barking away, "Up you get, lads, we sail for Sicile. Them's in need of the Legion over there." They certainly were, and they are still. Only, we cannot grant them victory. For I have yet to see the mortal soul that can put those undead bastards to rest once and for all. Tragedy flocks to this place, like goblins to a boar carcass. None of us guessed, when we were assigned to Sicile, that we were about to embark on a years-long stint in the unluckiest city in Rivellon. Undead orcs, ghosts, what's next? Man-eating zombie crabs?
Where is...
Right here.
There. Oh, there she
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth.
already talked. So, sure. Can I sell something to you instead of...
Yeah, you go over here. This is selling.
How about some candles, lady? Is the star minus 15? She doesn't like us.
Yeah. Because we killed a lot of people.
How about some potatoes? Okay.
Well, selling is going to take a lot longer.
Here, have that.
Alright.
Oh, what now? Oh, still not finished with that sorry matter? Whom would you have the Legion arrest?
There. Robert the Mortician.
Again!
Your return marks a victory, Hunter. We'll vanquish our foes yet.
We have to find more evidence on
Sorry, sir.
somebody.
I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both
Starstone? I've never heard of. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have gotten him into trouble? Oh, this is all too much. I feel...
So I can't say anything new to it.
Yeah, I couldn't say anything to the other guy.
So I wonder if it is, if we're about done in this turn. We're ready to... That's the gates. Is our next
Find Scarlet. But we still have whoever the culprit is.
Thank the Seven, we've secured the perimeter.
Can you spare a coin?
Takes 5 more. Better see if she can find actual evidence. Ask the fabulous fly to destroy your boss.
Can you spare a coin?
Told us that more orcs can be found.
seal hunter. The Legion greets you. I wouldn't venture too far out of town if I were you.
Excellent. Let's keep it that way.
Source Hunter's here too. Well, if...
Cole's bolted in Barry's a bridge troll. Get the shape quick.
Sorry, sir.
And let me... I can't read it.
Why couldn't you read it?
Because it's still, I left it in the, issues. Rather not start a fight there.
Quiet! No talking to these scoundrels, criminal scum!
Soothing a corpse's troubled mind. Can't have gotten far.
Hello again. Terribly sorry, so I've been studying under Thel. I've a passion for this work, you see.
That looks like
Yeah, if you hit down,
no deal.
and then if anybody's looking. No. Is it the right basket? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the basket. That's it, just cosmetic thing.
If no one else is around, it doesn't.
Yeah. Do not look around, as long as nobody catches you. Barrel.
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you.
I've heard quite a story involving you and Esmeralda.
Yes, she and I have a history. That's hardly a secret anymore. I quite doubt it was even a secret from Jake while he lived. As easy as it would be to pin suspicions on Esmeralda or I assure you that the affair was never so steamy and sordid as the busybodies around town make it out to be. Jake and Esmeralda had no great affection for each other. He had his interests, she had hers, and there was little passion left between them.
What do you
Certainly
know
not
about
enough to fuel a murder. It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the Counselor and I were anything near allies, but I truly never wished the man harm.
Source Hunter's here too? Well, if the lead...
Sorry, sir. Once or twice.
Ha! The closest I come to my matches when I linger over long while lighting my pipe.
Sir, no, sir.
I talked to the bartender.
I dare say.
Hearty welcome to the King Crab Inn, and a pleasure to have you.
What do you know about Jake's murder?
Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? Death and dark magic ain't exactly great for business, you know.
Don't tell me what united.
That room where it happened, it was rented to a certain woman. Though I regret to say I can't say exactly who. This inn isn't in the business of asking many questions,
It's rented
if you
to
know
a
what I
woman.
mean. She came heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such transactions after many similar concerning a certain Esmeralda. Figured this were just more at same. I saw one other figure go into the room that night. Someone tall, built broad like a man, but shrouded the same as she. Again, standard practice for Mrs. Councillor and her visitors. I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after midnight. I jumped up and grabbed me grandpappy's machete, bleary-eyed and awash in fright. By the time I burst into that room, it was horribly silent. There was only Jake on the floor, dead, surrounded by what may as well have been a battlefield. Whoever done it has escaped through the window, but I saw nary a soul when I looked out. You can bet I hightailed it to the Legion barracks faster than a jackrabbit after that. Councillor Jake, that poor man. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Never figured it my business to say anything, but after all that's happened, I wonder if that weren't a grave mistake. Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very inn, you know. He's called the Duke of Ferrell, a high title for a low man. If you haven't yet asked him about Esmeralda, I'd recommend it.
Yeah, I already did. That was a lot.
Thank you, kind one.
Beggar told us that he burned all his possessions.
Yeah, I just talked to him. Why do I have an exclamation?
You want to talk to me?
Oh! Yeah, so this guy just told me his statues. One told the guy to jump off. This guy's statue told him to burn his house, to get rid of his work. He did that to me.
A source hunter? I'd like to report some dark magic. Only tainted hearts could tip as miserably as this lot.
Were you here the night of
I
Jake's
think I'm one
murder?
of the last folks to hear him alive. That awful scream's been ringing in my ears ever since. And with the room where it all happened still under quarantine, we've a constant reminder of exactly what happened. Though that's the question, isn't it? What exactly did happen? We all thought it was Esmeralda who checked into that room, and the Duke that followed her in. I was washing up and nudging the last of the lushes out of the door when a cloaked woman rushed in right past me. I never got a good look at her, damn my eyes, but I figured the way she disappeared that she was visiting one of the lodgers. Lucky for the perpetrators, I was rinsing bottles in the back when the terrible deed took place and saw nothing more. I'm not proud to say I ducked under the counter and damn well stayed there till I heard Ivad fling that door open. But I was paralysed with fright. Been at the King Crab nearly 10 years now, personally. See...
Arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend.
My word! Don't ask me what the tale's about. I'm just here for the... Hey, what's that nutter in the back hollering about? I can hardly hear the show for all the ruckus.
Sicil's only sentient severed head!
Fantastic! This show is worth the hype.
This show is worth the hype.
I think a king. The great Sigurd.
You there! Take a seat. Prepare to laugh your head off, cry your eyes out, and teeter on the edge of your seat with an original tale from Stefan, the talking severed head.
So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds.
Hard times, Lord Pinchpenny?
I've been studying. I've a passion.
Are you impressed by my prowess in the arts of entertainment? Nothing attracts a crowd like a crowd. And that crowd warmer has increased my profits by 60%. That's right, a talking head. And he doesn't just talk. He'll weave you a yarn so fantastic, you'll be begging to hear just one more, and just one more. It's quite a story how I found him, too. I obtained this curio by some rather sensational means.
You gathered some milk?
I gathered some milk. There you go.
Fantastic!
And shears, did you get them?
Yeah, I did.
Fantastic!
You see, I was diving in search of a rare medicinal sea herb. I volunteer with the local children's apothecary on weekends. in the shallows around Sicil's own Black Cove, when I spotted something amazing. The chest belonging to the fabled Captain Pontius. Though the chest was stuck fast, I summoned a swell of great strength and prized it free from the ancient rock. I had the treasure of a lifetime in my very hands. But then, slurp, gulp, I was swallowed by an ornery. In the hubbub, I lost hold of my prize and watched it sink to the bottom of the beast's cavernous belly. Still, I feared only for a moment that all was futile. Before my mind's eye swam the faces of the many war widows and necrotic orphans who would be lost without my charitable support. I knew I had to live. Grabbing fast to the hilt of a cutlass that floated by at just that moment, I summoned all my strength to slash a great gash in the creature's gut. Freeing myself from my would-be tomb, I swam as quickly as I could, first to the surface and then to the shore. It was there, along the rocky beach, that I tripped over this talking head. Strange, isn't it? I am Reginald the Illusionist, purveyor of the most amazing artifact in Andevale. This fantastical talking head. Catch the act while you can. This show will only remain in Sicil as long as there are Legion soldiers to entertain.
A talking head? What dark sorcery is this?
Is the greatest illusion in Andevale!
Zombie ate your dog? Orc sunk your ship? No matter! You're at Katerina's Fair, a veritable summer home for troubled minds. Won't you take a seat and let our esteemed entertainers Well, I'm Katerina the Fair, fairest first lady of the fair, of course. I've an open stage in want of talent, and I've often found the best young performers among the rank and file of the audience. The theatre's favor has overcome you, has it? Marvelous! I do so love a fresh green talent ready to bloom. But I support players, not writers, you see. If you want to perform here, you'll have to find tried and true material. Check the library and see if any of the classics there interest you. I'd love to see a Source Hunters take on one of the old standards.
Secure lockbox. I found a secure lockbox key by Evelyn's house.
Oh. We never did. It's in the old thing I mentioned about marking things like that on our map, like those little boxes. We never did do that. Though.
And who are you?
I never even knew where the lockboxes were.
Well, I mean, I don't. But I know chests. We could have to. Right? Like there was one at the morgue, right? One at the crime scene, one in the end world, or end of time.
Oh, I should have been one of the greats. But here I am gathering peasants to watch peasants perform broadside pageants for peanuts.
Such grave
No, really? I hadn't noticed. If not for this ridiculous condition, you'd know me as the king's favorite thespian.
I don't want to perform a show except like that it keeps telling me maybe I should? Or is that just like a fun, supposed to be a fun side thing you would do?
Yeah, I think it's a side quest.
You like, we would get something from doing it? Or not really worth it?
I mean, experience and stuff like that. Dude, I mean, side quests are always like something to do, but it's not like it's just a different side thing to do. Quest.
You there! Sit! Stay a while! Don't pity me! No, sir! Just a few years ago, I was the all-singing, all-dance. When Reginald came, he brought some fantastic prop with him. Now, have you seen it? A talking head! Now, I never expected a silly gimmick like that to be mine. It seems even my usually choosy audience has been taken in by that hack's little gizmo. I'm a man of skill, sleight of hand, feats of wit, and pure entertainment. This curio is ruining what used to be an art. And even when there's no crowd to speak of, old Reggie still has at least one fan calling bravo and hee-haw. Sure as the sun sets, that one devotee attracts 5 more, and those 5 more all curious about the commotion. I don't know how he inspires such loyalty with less talent contained between his hat and his boots than I've in my crusty handkerchief. I, a person whose sole job is to praise the performance and stir a crowd. A genius invention. No wonder Reginald has had such success. I knew his act couldn't have outshone mine on its merits alone. Please, you must hire him for me. Imagine the scowl on that conman's face when my rightful audience returns to me.
Murphy, dog seems eager to tell you something.
Oh, you and I never did talk.
Oh, we did.
I can come to you. I've been just exploring this air area.
Rest in peace, darling.
One performer's got a pretend talking head that a talking head that he pretends says he found in the ocean when he got swallowed by a kraken. And the other performer is sad that he took all his business.
Peace be with you, traveller. I once lived a prosperous life. Loni never recovered from the loss. She was killed less than a week after she joined.
So the dog, there's a dog here that is a suspicious dirt pile, or woofing. This pile. The dirt appears to be freshly dug. If you have a shovel, you can dig it back.
Ooh, you need a shovel.
I found one. I was in the grave. So,
Here lies Jake. Please do not disturb.
Jake.
So many dead
Oh, you found
civilians.
Jake.
It's an honor to visit the
It's a
fallen.
sheep's corpse.
But theirs is not a sad fate, I think. To join the grass, to become food for the trees and flowers.
Interesting.
What could be more peaceful?
What trickery is this? That's not Jake.
It's a rotting sheep's corpse. It seems someone snatched Jake's body.
May the 7 keep you.
Oh, I didn't.
Fine.
Back from this!
Oh, you dug up her.
I'll not let you disturb my daughter's peace.
Run.
Doing this.
Oh, you dug up her friend's corpse right in front of her.
I didn't do. I really was just. It said use, and so I thought I was gonna look at the dirt. And then I stole a shovel from you.
Run. Oh,
I'm not.
Run.
I'm.
That's
It's
my
not.
turn,
Yeah. Oh, gee. Udera's turn. Their daughter. Their daughter.
There, daughter. Do I should probably put it in her skill bar. Still.
And my turn.
And you have your other girl too. Over there. And then go. Oh yeah, go to your skill bar. And then go to an empty slot. And set slot. Skill. And then you go down to. Oh, go to R1. These are special skills and put on it. Alright, too close. Alright, run.
This?
The dog's automatically attacking her. Run. Sleep.
Oh, right.
Alright, and now how are the characters back to them?
I am not so good to those places. Yes, I'm sorry.
They're still fighting. Let them go into.
So that dog was your friend?
That dog's helping us out.
We need to talk. Probably you need to say something like, stop pissing people off.
Yeah.
Everything we do seems to fortify your abilities.
I suppose your example has inspired me to reach heights I never before envisioned.
Inspiration hardly flows.
That inspiration hardly flows one way, my friend.
Alright. Well, I guess there's no harm in digging up the rest of this stuff. Oh, we want to talk to each other again.
That shovel has proven worth its weight, it seems.
Indeed.
Indeed. And who knows what manner of riches we'll unearth together with this tried and true treasure digger. Enough to finish this mission with a long vacation in the tropics, gazing side by side at a burgundy horizon, if we're lucky.
Uh-oh.
Who are we fighting now? Oh, an undead?
Looks like it.
Interesting.
Enemies you have encountered are stronger than you.
Oh, jeez. They're telling us that right off.
Oh, he's level 8.
5 against 1, and they're saying don't even try.
Dave is level 8. Let's do this. We got this.
Fighting or fleeing?
Not fighting. Quick save. Here. And attack. Miss.
The air dodger. He's also an archer and he's too close.
Miss.
Oh. 376. Can
you stun him?
So far, I don't know. Looks like I can.
Stunned. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'll also find.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm so close. If you shoot him in the lead, I might.
Alright.
Well, Although no, it's not the electric, he's just fire.
Oh, he's a skeleton. He's not gonna bleed.
Right, that's true.
Alright, this is your girl.
Oh, this is my girl. What does she have?
Helping hand, help not hitting enemies around you. Passion game.
That's quite a bit of damage.
Melee.
0 to use.
Battering ram, push forward, hang on. That'll get her right in front.
Let's start with that one.
Yeah. She's the tank, she should be in front anyways. Here's block. Oh, I don't know. So if you move slightly to the right, at all 3 AP, probably just use it. Right here. Yeah. And see if the target's still blocked.
Well, let's see what else.
You can just try walking.
Well, this one doesn't cost any.
Yeah, but
Oh, it just
you just change it. You might just want to walk up to him. So that next time you can fight him.
This doesn't jump. None of hers
It's all
jumps.
melee. Yeah, all melee.
Leave those for this one. Alright. So, what if I get like...
No, you want to be right in front of the tank. Okay, right in front.
There?
Yeah.
Come on, bear daughter. Down. What is this?
Use regular, or you could wait and use your other.
What if I do this and then save 2 points?
Whatever. I don't know what how many big hurt to me.
We'll do this. I'll do
Alright, now
How can she ram him?
you can.
That doesn't count. Mine must be
Try
high.
using the other one. The little fist one. Is that also 100% chance to knock down enemy for turn?
That sounds great.
Yeah.
It looks like I can do that.
Yeah.
She flattened him pretty hard. Now, the cooldown is still not done. Well, should I do another? This one again? But pause out. Air damage. Do that one? I'll have 9 to use. Do I have 9?
Yeah, I would use up all of here.
But I get 8 per turn. It's 7? 7. Enough to use the 5 on. If it's cool.
I think you still have a couple more before I close.
you know what I should do before in my next turn is I should move some so that what's her name can do that or
Well, right now you can attack. And he's pretty much dead, so
I don't think she can still do that.
this regular attack might be enough. That's gonna be hitting everybody in your path, so you're right next to her and the dog is.
Alright, so here?
Yeah.
He didn't even get a shot off at it. We destroyed him.
Yeah, that's called stun stacking.
We did wonderful with our stun stacking. I'm sorry. I need to elbow bump you. Well, that was a level. Back to the corpses. Open. Nothing in this bone pile. Did you open the other bone piles?
No. Seal pie. Found a pie in one of these.
Here lies Kavanagh. Will they have Sicil pie in the afterlife?
Who is this?
Nervous? Who the devil are you? Tell me the masters, I prefer to talk to them directly.
You will find that most prefer talking to the main heroes, though they're willing to trade with companions too. So you and I are the main ones?
Yeah, so you're talking with the,
Right. Now I am the main.
Look here, even a sage and author as renowned as I is flattered when mortals dare among the dead to seek him out. Well, here I am, Nemeris the Wise. You may go wide-eyed with amazement now.
You're an author.
Oh, I've written so many celebrated treatises, but of course you have read and revered the philosophy of death. The diamond in the crown that is my literary legacy. There isn't a civilized soul alive that hasn't perused its profound pages percolating with perspicacity. Alas, that so few show an understanding of my words, so few show the expected intellectual growth when I put them to the test.
Well, what should we do now? I mean, I'm interested in his philosophy of the dead, but should we...
You can, and indeed you must. But alas, I was not buried with a printed version of that blueprint of genius that is my inimitably esteemed essay. Never fear, though, for each and every library in Revellon boasts a copy, the gilded cherry on their paper pie.
What did you say about the test? Should we do?
I think we have to read the book before we can take the test. Otherwise we are just guessing.
Oh, right. Did I have him tell me about himself more, or we be done?
We can be done. We can level up and end off here.
Okay. Any more dirt to dig before
you wanna
we
finish
go?
all the digging here?
Yeah, we should do that.
A hole.
Oh.
Alright, we should save. And
I do think it auto-save, but saving is always good. I'll have to remember to go find the book.
okay, and now let's level up.
So to do that, we go to character. I have no attribute. Abilities, I have 1. Might as well put it on my wand since that's what I've been using, right? I can just put it here?
Only if it has a plus. So I think you have to wait to put it.
So I can do armor specialist, shield specialist. I don't have a shield, so armor maybe.
If you do toggle info, it'll tell you what those do.
So you can learn and how many actions cost to use. I love these. It's the first impression you make on other people and your talent for charming. I might need that. I have a tendency of digging up trouble. Yeah. And maybe charisma's where it needs. Talents. Okay.
First initiative and advantage.
So if I put it under Pet Pal, that will not let us talk to pets yet, or would it already?
It would. You're gonna be able to talk to pets.
I kind of think that's worthwhile. We have a dog right now.
Alright.
Okay. Great. I don't think I have anything to do there. I'm done?
I guess so, yeah.
Where is our dog? Is he outside? I'll talk to him in a little while, I guess. I guess I'll double check if I have anything else. Awesome. Crap. Mysterious murder.
I'll get all skilled up. So the way these work is when you have 1 point in there, then it'll cost you 2 points to get to the next one.
And if you have 2, then it'll cost you 3?
Yeah. So
so you have to completely... Gotcha, okay.
Yeah. And but the like the blue ones don't count as it because those are traits that you get separate.
Okay.
So if the blue ones you'd be able to add a +1, but if you want to add more, so sometimes it's worth saving them to get like even stronger.
Okay, so this is any ambulance, bowstring, and a brand. Food, apple pie. Cheese bread, dough. Oh,
So-
you have dough, so we could make cheese bread. Interesting.
Alright, so we're gonna call it there for the day.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okie dokie.
Oh, do we wait before I sign off completely? Do I
We
need
should
to do
save.
her?
We should save on top of. I don't know if they leveled up. They're already level 3. We were level 2. Alright. So that's that. We'll see everybody next time.